Good evening. Welcome to the Ogden City Council meeting for February 21st, 2012. Let the roll call reflect that all council members are present, and we appreciate all of you being here tonight. We'll now have a Pledge of Allegiance from Malcolm Smalden from Troop 92, and we're also represented tonight with Troop 71. So Malcolm, if you'll come up, we'll follow your lead.
Audience rise. Proper salute and repeat after me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, Malcolm, stay there, bud. Now we want to know what merit badge you're working on and have your other guys come up with you.
Do you want me to just call them up now? All right, guys can come up now. As a troop, we're working on the Citizenship and the Community Merit Badge. So.
What's your name?
Andrew.
We're working on the Citizenship for the Community Merit Badge from Troop 92, and I'm Kobe.
Well, I'm working on the same one as they are, and as you probably already know about Malcolm.
Thank you, Malcolm. And thanks to your leaders for bringing you tonight. We appreciate you very much.
Mr. Chair, they're from the area where I reside in, so we're proud of those boys.
Yeah, glad to have them here. So next on the agenda is a moment of silence. Thank you. First on our agenda is appointments. The first appointment is consideration of appointment of Susie Van Heuser to the Central Weber Sewer Board for a 2-year term. Second is consideration of Richard Heyer to the Crossroads of the West Historic District Advisory Committee 2 for a 3-year term. And consideration of appointment of Mark Orton to the Ogden City Planning Commission for a 4-year term to replace Richard Heyer.
Chair Garner, I would move that we approve those recommendations that you aforementioned.
I second it.
We have a motion from Councilmember Heyer and a second from Councilmember Stevens. This is a voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Next, we have approval of minutes of the...
If Mr. Orton's here, it'd be good to recognize.
I don't see him.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And we have approval of minutes of the joint study session of January 17th, 2012. Councilmember Gruckner.
I have reviewed the substitute minutes and found them to be correct.
And minutes of the regular meeting of January 17th, 2012. Councilmember Heyer.
Yes, Chair. I've read those minutes also and found them to reflect the content of the meeting. And with that, I would move that we accept those as part of the public record.
I'll second it.
We have a motion from Councilmember Heyer and a second from Councilmember Blair to accept the minutes with the amended minutes as mentioned by Councilmember Gochner. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. And we have a public hearing looking at the fiscal year 2012 budget opening for the river restoration grants and consideration of this grant. Mr. Arrington.
Chair Garner, members of the council, it's a pleasure to be before you tonight to introduce this budget opening and request that it be adopted after the public hearing. Basically, this is to recognize several grants we have received associated with the River Restoration Project, totaling $735,895. As indicated in the budget opening, the main contributors on this are Weber County Storm Drain, Dumpke Grant, DWR grant and Eccles Foundation grant, with small grants under $25,000, about $30,000. These are funds that have been received, and we're now asking them to be appropriated. And in answer to the question associated with these will all be used. I checked with the city engineer for just regular projects, cleaning up the riverbed, plantings around the river, and activity around where stormwater flows into the river. So there's nothing specific about these, just used on the general project as it's already underway. Be happy to answer any questions if you have any.
So the primary area is from Washington down to Gibson, is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Just this side of the railroad bridge.
Okay. Further questions? Okay. As part of the public hearing, we'll now accept any public comments regarding this issue.
Seeing no movement, I'll make a motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
We have a motion from Councilmember Gochner and a second from Councilmember Heyer to close the public hearing. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. And do I have a motion on adopting the ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion from Councilmember Gochner and a second from Councilmember Blair to adopt proposed ordinance 2012-9. This is a roll call vote.
Councilmember Gochner?
Aye.
Councilmember Heyer?
Aye.
Councilmember Stevens?
Aye.
Councilmember Van Heuser?
Aye.
Councilmember Wicks?
Aye.
Vice Chair Blair?
Aye.
Chair Garner?
Aye. Thank you. This motion passes. Next on the agenda is public comments. This is an opportunity to address the council regarding your concerns or ideas. Please limit your comments to 3 minutes. In this form of government, all city personnel are the responsibility of the administration, not of the council. Please discuss any concerns you may have regarding staff with the mayor, chief administrative officer, or department of directors. No public comments. Any comments from administration?
None at this time.
And council staff?
Nothing tonight, thanks.
And council members?
Motion to adjourn.
We have a motion from Councilmember Gochner
Second.
and a second from Councilmember Heyer to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. We will now adjourn into a city council work session that will be held immediately following this meeting for a council mayor discussion to receive administration presentation on the fiscal year 2013 through 2017 capital improvement plan and to discuss the utility rate study and council business. Following that, we'll have a redevelopment agency work session to discuss the IRS Phase 3 development agreement with the Boyer Company and redevelopment agency board business. Thank you. We'll now adjourn.